Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Jets going up against the Browns. Set for the call of this Week 8 matchup, let's bring in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's brought down after a good game. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And trying to give a lift to this offense today will be the Duke, the former Cane, Duke Johnson.
Comes from a great tradition of runners at Miami of Florida. He's one of the best ones we've seen in recent years.
Second down following the run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got the rookie first-rounder, Corey Coleman. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now the third-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup, and the Browns are going to have a first down.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Johnson, and he's into the clear. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. 30, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much, right?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
David Harris is a playmaker at inside linebacker and also one of the most durable guys in the league.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Cook. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the 2nd one.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Throwing, Cook. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. There's the AFC's leading rusher a year ago, Chris Ivory. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A look at the starting side for the offense and Brandon Marshall.
I think the thing that impresses me most about Brandon Marshall is his strength. How he runs his routes, how he wins against defensive backs downfield, how it's so tough to keep him from getting the football.
Fitzpatrick now on 2nd down. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Desmond Bryant in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
3rd down, still 14 yards left. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. It's hauled in by Devin Smith. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And taken at the 46. And there's a flag on the play. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
I love Duke Johnson's versatility coming out of the University of Miami, and he's done nothing to dispel that. Boy, he can catch the ball.
He had 61 catches in 2015.
And didn't even play a full season due to injuries.
Yeah.
Boy, his potential, almost unlimited.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Johnson, and running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, David Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. There goes Eric Decker, the 40, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Eric Decker, 96 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them, because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, David Harris. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, you see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you worked on all the time.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Over the middle. It's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Ivory that time. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Cook. And this will be incomplete. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing, Cook. Eluding the pressure right. Coleman has it here right side. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They start on the ground with Ivory. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And all the way in, touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnidge, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
This is complete to Hawkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie DeAndre Hall. And the Jets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 82 yards. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. Now Folk for the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Just go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. For anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up in an offset eye. The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a nice run for the former undrafted free agent back in 2010, Chris Ivory.
And I think that's why we see the greatness in him. It was there. Just because he wasn't drafted didn't mean he wasn't a good player. But I think he uses that as fuel. Each and every run, an aggressive, strong run, catches out of the backfield. He's turned himself into a complete player.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So now 13 yards to go. 2nd and 13 after the penalty marker thrown. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd down following the run. They come up in an offset eye.
Move 45. Move 45.
On 2nd down, Ivory. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. That's a prime example of how tough Chris Ivory can be to bring down.
He's so good that I think that he would last very well in a boxing gym. You know, because he's going to wear you down with those types of runs all game long. And if they can't start getting him on the ground quicker and more efficiently, they've got a long game in front of them.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tight right there. 3. Hey, move 45. Move 45. 56 is the mic. Force. Watch the shift.
They come out here in the I. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On first down, this is Ivory. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Penalty marker is down here. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Following the penalty, it's Ivory. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Finding time. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try to take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Terrell Pryor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
And he puts it through. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. They come out here in the I. Second down, Fitzpatrick. Deep drop. Smith catches left side. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And a short gain down to about the 33. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Fitzpatrick now going to give to Ivory. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Foster alone in the backfield. Fitzpatrick to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And Foster loses the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Cook. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Browns a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Terrell Pryor with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third down, here's Forte. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage. So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Fitzpatrick, a give to Ivory. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A long way to go for the offense here on third down. On play action, Fitzpatrick backing up. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Screenplay, Johnson. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And the busy afternoon continues for Ivory. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice...
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Folk missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now a desperation throw. And this is caught inside the 5. They'll get 32 yards there. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing in...
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Cook looking to throw. Flushed out right. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder...
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will... And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Cut back to the left. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. All right, that winning streak kept alive, Charles. A lot of positive momentum. I think if you're this coach right now, you're all smiles in every press conference.
You know it's going to be difficult for the coach and his staff? How do they correct things? How do they tell the guys they're not playing well? Because each and every week now, we're seeing them play at the highest level. This team is playing the best football in the league.
So for the Jets, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.